I met a Gyps.
It's obvious why you went to a 450 for outdoors. Just purely like logistically, because to have a 250 like practice bike that you're putting that amount of motos on in the heat of summer, like I could see why you would want to ride a 450. But I mean, for me, like you can go back on this YouTube channel and you can see 1,000 videos of me saying that the average dude should just get a 350. That's the perfect bike. 450s are too much. But you're a 145 pounder, so you're a featherweight, and you can ride a 450 good for these motos, and you can put that shit in the top 10. What's it like being a small dude riding a 450?
It's a lot of bite, I'll tell you that. It can get away from you real quick. But for me, it for how I ride, it works out. Shoot, I've been riding a 450 since 2015, and when we were doing it on our own, like that was my practice bike. I was on a 450 for a practice bike because it was cheaper. For me, it comes more naturally. I just like having that power all the time, because you get into situations where it's just like you want to gas out of it, and the 450 can do that at any time. Or a 250, it's like you kind of hope, no, it's nice. I mean, you kind of get to experiment with starts a little bit if you want to do like a third gear start or a second gear start. I think starts are one of the hardest things for me. Yes, like I get decent starts, but if you're my weight and my size, that 450 can rip away from you so quick. And to be locked into position for that start, you have to do everything right every time. So there's a lot that goes into it, because you can see like bigger guys, they'll do a start and the motor can only wind up so much because the load that's being put on. Or with me, it's like the 450 barely knows I'm on the bike. So it just wants to go. But I feel like I manage it pretty well, and it kind of suits my style. But I would enjoy riding a 250 for outdoors, because I know if I can grind out a 450, because they're not easy to ride, especially in the second 30-minute moto, like where a 250, like you hold the bike wide open pretty much the whole moto, where a 450 you kind of have to finesse because you can get whiskey throttle real quick. I mean, I found out.
Yeah.
But no, it's I feel like a 250 would be fun. So I honestly think for next year I'll be 250 for outdoors. I think that's the route that we're going.
Yeah, that was kind of going to be like a follow-up question, is if you're doing this good on a 450, and obviously like the 250 program with Chaparral is solid, you're running the XBR motors, Carson got a whole shot, like your suspension would be the same. Like, would you think that, all right, I've proven that I could be a top 10 dude in the 450 class outdoors, which is stacked, that's got to give you some kind of confidence. Like, do you think that you could be kind of up there in that 250 class?
Absolutely, without a doubt. Because I know what I'm capable of, and it's just like, I know what I'm capable of, I just got to do it. And I've never really been on a solid 250, and the 250s nowadays, dude, they make so much power out of those little things. I'm not gonna say little things, but like they make so much power out of them that it's almost like a 450, because we tend to tame the 450 down in a way. Like 450s can have all this torque, but we kind of like want to get rid of it and move that torque to a certain area in the motor to where we can, stay in third or second gear. So no, it's I believe like a solid top 10 guy all day in the 250 class. And that's just being on a good bike. And I know with Carson, like our 250 is good. The kid proved it. I know you said it earlier, but that start was sick. His front wheel never touched the ground. That was literally the perfect start. And he ran first for like the first 8 or 10 minutes. Like, the kid can do it, and the bike can do it. And it's just, yeah, time will tell. And it's, I'm excited for everything for next year. And to be on a 250 full time, like, that would be cool to like strictly focus on the 250 and not have to worry about like, oh, here, 250 Supercross. Okay, I got to do 450 outdoor testing. Like, that's a pretty big change. But it's kind of cool how some contracts have worked out for riders nowadays, like Christian Craig. What other rider do you know, like, that's at a factory level, is able to go 250 and 450? Think about it.
Yeah, no, it is super cool. And it's got to be cool knowing that new Honda's coming out too. I'm not sure if you've got to ride it yet.
No.
But like, I'm close with Jet and Hunter, obviously, and they both said the thing's way better. So I mean, yeah, pretty solid year to be a Honda 250 guy for if you're going on one in 22.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it's like everything happens for a reason. I feel like I'm in a prime spot because the 450 got better, I got better. And it's like, man, if the 450 got that much better, usually if the 450 got that much better, the 250 is just that much better, because the 250 always tends to be better than the 450 handling wise. And from what I've heard with the 250 is that thing is it's next level. It's everything that we've been needing out of that bike. And I feel like the amount of progress or the amount of improvement that bike is capable of is way more than the current model.